Proper fractions, improper fractions. Can anyone tell me what a proper fraction is? What's a proper fraction, Xander? The numerator. Okay. When the numerator has a smaller value than the denominator, like 3/4. The numerator, meaning the number on top, has a less of a value than the number on the bottom, which is the denominator. That's a proper fraction. So, what's an improper fraction? Where the numerator has a larger value than the denominator. Let me ask you this. Right here, this one. What is the value of that one? Is it more than or less than 1? Less than 1. So if I was to do this, I would go less than 1. Is this more than or less than, greater than or less than 1? This one is greater than 1. Okay? Remember, fractions are nothing more than division problems, right? So if I did this division, I'd go 3 divided by 4. I ended up with 0.75, which is less than 1. If I did my division here, I would end up with 1.333333, repeating. Okay? It's more than 1. Fractions are supposed to be, well, not supposed to be. Fractions means part of one, part of a whole. That's why it's called an improper fraction when you have a fraction that is more than a whole or more than 1. That's why it's called improper. So it says an improper fraction is a fraction with the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator, such as 11/4. That's read as 11/4. Whole numbers can be written as improper fraction. The whole number is the numerator and the denominator. For example, 7 equals 7/1. Okay? If you look at that, you want to make a whole number a fraction, just put a little line under it and put a 1 under it. Make it a fraction. Make the whole number a fraction by being 7/1. That's simple. And to prove it, remember, every fraction you've ever seen is what? It's a division problem. What is 7 divided by 1? 7. What's 23 divided by 1, Laura? What's 23 divided by 1? 23. So any whole number over 1 is the whole number. When a numerator is less than the denominator, the fraction is called a proper fraction. Okay. So, this is all. We'll skip all this. You're going to have questions that look like this. Ella. She hiked for 9/4 hours yesterday. We need to write 9/4 as a mixed number. Someone tell me what is a mixed number, by the way. What does that even look like? It's a whole number with a fraction after it. Okay? So right now, we've got this problem here. Every fraction you've ever seen is a division problem. So you take 9, remember, top numbers in the house, divided by 4. How many times does 4 go into 9? 2. Minus, not 2, 8. That leaves us with 1. So all you do is you take that remainder, we used to call it, and you do 2. You used to do this, 2R1. Well, we don't do that anymore because we're in 6th grade and we're not in kindergarten anymore. So instead we go 2, and we take that remainder, we put it here, we put a line under it, and we put The one we divided by. There. 2 1/4. I'm sure that this is too complicated for all of you. Arnold. He biked for 7/4 hours yesterday. Write 7/4 as a mixed number. How many times does 4 go into 7? 1 time. If it goes in there 1 time, how many are left? 3/4. This number indicates how many times the 4 goes into 7. This number indicates how many are left after we do the division. Make sense? Yes. Yes, Mr. Eichmann. It makes wonderful sense. Now we're going to go back the other way. We need to make the mixed number an improper fraction. Cody? Okay. This is slightly more complicated. You're right. You're right. Multiply the denominator. You start at the bottom. You start here. We got 3 2/3. You start at the bottom and you multiply these. So 3 times 3 is 9. And then you add that, which is what? 11. And then you keep the denominator. Denominator doesn't change. See that? So you multiply the whole number and the denominator, and then you add top one. If you really wanted to, you could draw a bunch of pictures. You know, I mean, you guys could all look at this. So, tell me, what is it? 13/3. Because 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13. So you'd have 13 and keep in my denominator, 13/3. But, I mean, if you really, really wanted to, we could draw out the little squares. Fill them out, then count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boring. No. Okay. I'd rather do it this way. Multiply, add. That's the math. Okay. So, Janet watches 7/4 hours of television per day. What is 7/4 as a mixed number? Isn't that the last one we just did? Xander? Oops. 4 goes into 7 1 time with 3 left. Okay. What is 3 3/5 as a mixed number? Hunter. Or as an improper fraction? 18. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 3 is 18. Keep my denominator 5. Okay? What's this one? Elijah. 6 times 9 is 54 plus 1 is 85 over 9. This is a 10. Aiden. 21 over 2. 2 times 10 is 20 plus 1 is 21 over 2. And the last one, Jack. 4 times 8 is 32 plus 1 is 33 over 8. Very, very good. Okay? You have an assignment. Your assignment, page 194. 6 to 38 even